Good morning everyone, and welcome to today's beach yoga class where we will be doing about 15 minutes, give or take, of a yoga stretch. It will be a full body wake up. Today I am wearing my cobalt gray sculpted set. We're going to start our practice with some intentional deep breaths. As you inhale, think about your intention for the day. Maybe it's a promise to have a little bit more patience. Maybe it's a promise to yourself to give to yourself today. Maybe it's simply being in this moment for these 15 minutes. And bring the left ear toward the left shoulder. Left arm comes up, holds the side of the head. A very gentle pull, stretching out the neck and the shoulder. And when you're ready, we'll move to the other side. Right ear comes toward right shoulder. Right hand comes to the head. A very gentle pull to deepen the stretch. Coming back to neutral, let's roll out the neck, bringing chin to chest. We hold so much tension in our neck. It's a really good idea to focus on this area and take special care. And on your next inhale, we're going to bring the legs wide apart into a split. Bring the hands up above head, deep breath in, and slowly forward fold. Inhale, coming back up, and exhale, walk the hands back down. And breathe a couple breaths here. Gently walking the hands back up to neutral. We're going to take a big inhale breath, arms come up overhead. Keeping the legs nice and straight, feet turned away from the floor, and walking the hands back down for one last forward fold. Coming back up, we'll move to some side folds. We're going to take the left arm down in front of the body, right arm reaches up and over the body. Reach for those toes, stretching out the side body. And we'll come up and do the same thing on the other side, making sure that you tuck the bottom shoulder to the inside of the leg. Back up to center, we'll move to a twist, taking that right arm, reaching across the body toward the left leg. And as you twist to the other side, making sure that you're keeping the glutes on the ground as firmly as possible. From here, let's move to our backs. It's laying down, bring the knees in toward the chest, hug the shins to chest, and let's rock side by side. Bringing the feet back down to the ground, planted about shoulder distance apart. We're going to raise the hips up off of the ground, and if it's within your practice, elbows come to the ground. You're going to hug the hips with the hands and just hold here for a moment, releasing pressure from the low back. Bending the right knee in toward the chest and back down, and the same with the other side. And you can either choose to keep your feet planted on the ground, or you can jump up and raise the legs in the sky. Straighten the legs up above you and hold here for a few moments. And if it's within your practice this morning, bringing the knees down toward the face If you can, have the knees come down on either side of your head. If not, just holding here, releasing all of the tension in the low back, feeling the blood rush from the legs throughout the body. And when you're ready, we will slowly roll out of this position and come up onto all fours. From here, we will do some cat and cow, pressing inhale up into the sky, exhale, really arching the back. Inhale, and a few more just like this.
I'm the best kind of love.
Coming back to neutral, we'll take the left leg and the right arm, extending it in front of you and behind you. We're going to lift up and squeezing in, connect the elbow to the knee, tight core extending, flex the toes, point when you come in, going with the motion of your breath. Coming back to neutral, we'll do a few more cat and cow. Exhale as you arch, inhale as you reach the back toward the sky. Back to neutral, move to the other side, left arm, right leg comes out, extends and in, squeezing that core. Back down, curl the toes under and extend up into a downward facing dog, the first of the day. Enjoy this position for a moment, pressing the heels down into the floor, arching the back ever so slightly, warming up the shoulders. We'll move to a chaturanga. All the way down, press up into an upward facing dog, breathing here, shoulders down and away from the ears. Curl the toes under and back up into a downward facing dog. Coming forward into a chaturanga, you can choose to drop the knees if you need today, and pressing up into an upward facing dog. Again, keep those shoulders away from the ears. Back into a downward facing dog, and when you are ready, we are going to take the right leg, plant it into the ground, and the left leg is going to extend all the way up into the sky. And press the knee up between the legs. We're going to move into a warrior one. Pressing down and back into the hips, squaring the hips toward the front of the room. Or if you're on a beach, just in front of you. And just holding this position, feeling the power of this position. Windmill the right arm down to the inside of the left leg, twisting the body, looking up past the fingertips. Left arm down to the inside of the left leg, twisting in the opposite direction, opening up those hips, opening up the chest, and if it's within your practice, reaching beneath you and above you to connect the hands behind you. From here, we'll come up to a wide-legged stance and we'll move directly to the other side, twisting the body to the right. We're going to bend all the way back down, holding this position, warrior one. Again, feeling this powerful pose. Now the left arm down to the inside of the right leg, twisting and looking past those fingertips. Breathing here. Switching sides, right arm comes down to the ground, twisting, left arm comes up to the sky. Keeping the back leg straight, front leg strong. And again, if it's within your practice, you can go ahead and wind those arms to meet behind your back. Bringing the right foot back to meet the left, we'll move to a chaturanga. Slowly down and upward facing dog. Smile. Appreciate this moment. And move back into a child's pose. Coming back up to a tabletop position. We're going to take the left arm, reaching it all the way up and thread the needle through to open up the upper back. Pressing the right arm back down into the ground. And switching sides, right arm comes all the way up and we'll thread the needle through to the other side. A couple of breaths here. Pressing back into a downward facing dog. Coming forward into chaturanga, we're going to move into an upward facing dog where we will do some upward facing dog push-ups. So just moving the hands to a comfortable position in and around the ribcage area. Pressing down and up. Inhale as you come up into upward facing dog and exhale as you come back down, lowering the body to the ground. This is warming up the arms, warming up the triceps and preparing us for the day. From here, pressing back into a child's pose, opening up those shoulders. We'll move to warm up the core. We'll find our way back up into a downward facing dog. Taking the right leg, we'll extend up above us, bringing the knee in toward the nose, extending back up. And this time we'll come to the outside of the elbow. A couple more like this. Inhale, extend, exhale, touch the nose to the knee. Inhale, extend, and touch the elbow. And on this last one, we're going to find ourselves into a pigeon pose. So settling in, opening up the hip, breathing here. Deeper, you can come forward, fold down into your pigeon pose. On your way back up, we'll move to the other side, extending the hips up toward the sky. We'll move to a chaturanga, upward facing dog, pressing the feet down and the hips come up. Planting the right leg, left comes up into the sky. Touch the nose to the knee. Extend, inhale, exhale, elbow. Inhale, exhale, nose, elbow. And we'll move to the other side to do our pigeon pose, opening up that left hip. Again, forward fold if it's within your practice this morning. We'll move into another hip opener. We're going to bring the feet together into a butterfly pose and just fluttering the knees. Planting the right arm on the ground, we'll extend the left arm up. The goal is to keep the opposite hip down, the glute on the ground, and bring the knee as close to the ground as possible without letting it come up. Extending all the way over to the other side, opening up the hips and the ribs and the arms. And from here, we'll do our last couple of breaths. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale. Inhale, big deep breath through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. I wish you all the best.